Evening, everyone. How are we? Welcome. How is things going? Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Hope everyone has had a wonderful time. Yeah, just been a bit one of those normal ones, hasn't it? Like, we've had a bit of weekend work. Eldest Jameson played football this morning. Did very well. Scored himself a goal. Well, happy with that. Proper poacher's finish. Goalkeeper spilt it, so he was straight on it. Like a young Francis Jeffers, was prodding the ball in. And the best bit was after he'd scored, he ran off, and we haven't discussed his goal celebration. But his goal celebration appeared to be him running and tapping the badge in front of the home fans. I was like, great. Just you get that he properly just like fuck off, like yeah. Gave it a bit of that. So I was like, right, well done lad, that's pretty cool. So good performance there. My first match on the sidelines as well. I was in the dugout, so that was decent. And then Mrs. J has been out on the lash, watched some football, and now we're here. I've had a pizza, now here. So I guess, did I swear at the ref? I didn't swear at the ref this time. I told you I got sent off to school for that, didn't I? I got sent off to school for swearing at my own teammate, actually. And the ref was my form tutor, so he sent me off, and I was like, no. I don't want to apologise. Soz, sir. Shouldn't really do that. But yeah, no, what I did was, though, is I made sure I stood outside my technical area. So it was great. Yeah, it's all right. It's decent. Should we do some Darl on this, shall we? Should we get on with this and just sort of like roll through it, and then, mid-table awaits. Here we go then. Look at this. Before we go further, before we go anywhere, right? This screen right now, this is when the save starts, because former Darlington striker Jesse Nelson took time to sing the praises of in-form Cole Sims. Jesse Nelson still keeps his eyes out for us. Concert star player, 2 goals in 4 games. I mean, he's not really been able to sort of like set the lower leagues alight. I mean, he had a good season in 32, 33, but he's always keeping his eyes out for what's going on. But and you know what? And I still look at him thinking, he could still do a job. Maybe if it wasn't for the 5 acceleration and all the other bad attributes, maybe. The jumping reach is still brilliant. 6'6", 19 jumping reach. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe be praising the informed Cole Sims. Cole Sims, 5 goals in 7 games in the league. Jesse's just made his debut for the first team, one of the last league games of the season. Well, they expect a lot from him. They expect a lot. We had Jack Morton, who used to be in the stream when we first started as well, so that was nice to see. But yeah, hopefully he gets his chance. See where we go. Jack seems like a nice lad. Yeah. He used to chat on quite a bit in the streams. The goalkeepers aren't really a fan of me, so I did suggest that they weren't great. But it was fun. We had Lauder, the performance analyst. He used to jump in as well for every now and again. So yeah, it was pretty decent. We had quite a few of the Darlow people turning up in the stream, which was nice. What have we got now? You are now manually breathing. What's my favourite football stadium? Ooh, now that is a question. Okay. Is it a football stadium that I have to have been to? Or is it just because I imagine, right, I'm sure people can tell me otherwise, but I imagine that the San Siro is the best stadium. I know it's like, dilapidated and falling down and they're going to knock it down, but if I owned a club, what stadium would I want? Do you know what I'd like? I'd like Sampdoria's stadium. Or Villa Park actually is pretty class. Like I like a proper 4-stand stadium. I don't like corners filled in. I don't like the generic bowl which is all a bit boring and a bit rubbish. Like, hang on, give me a bit of this. Give me a bit of what's it? The Giuseppe. Do you know what? Here's what I want. I'll either want to have the Luigi Ferraris Stadium in Sampdoria, right? For Sampdoria, that is mint, right? That's a proper class stadium right there. Or what I'd want is the Bursaspor Stadium, which is just a huge crocodile. That's either of those. I either want something traditional or a massive crocodile. So either or, really. What's your favorite stadium? What's your best stadium? Hi. This is TJ on Radio Norwich. Just reading. What's your favorite football stadium? Doesn't have to be football. Could be a sporting arena of any sorts. What's your favorite motorway? I'm just having some soup, guys. Yeah, let us know your favorite football stadiums. Your pick was the Allianz Arena or Signal Laguna Park. Oh no, nah. They're all right. They're fine. They're all right. But I am gonna cast aspersions, and I'm gonna presume you're probably only in your 20s, and early 20s at that. I would suggest. Wembley, purely because you've seen Darlington win a trophy there. Do you know what? Wembley's actually all right. I didn't think I would like it, and I don't like it because it's Wembley. But I must admit, the new Wembley, I quite like it actually. Yeah, the old Wembley I wasn't really that fussed with, but I've had bad memories of going to the old Wembley. The new Wembley I've only ever done well at, and I've seen a lot of NFL there as well, and the views are pretty decent. So, fine. Wembley can have a short pass, for its decency, but. It's a generic pick. You love German teams' atmospheres. That's the bias. Okay, no, that's absolutely fine. So tell me, are you just a fan of the German sides, or are you German yourself? Your favorite stadium would be the Narodowy in Poland. What's the Narodowy in Poland? In fact, let's have a look at this. Narodowy Stadium. I mean, it looks like what it looks like is it. I was going to try and describe it as a birthday cake, essentially. It's like it looks like something you'd make out of Lego. Like, I can see why people would like it. It's not my vibe personally, but I can see why people would like it. Like, I think I like the cantilevers, but I also don't. And I'm not sure about it, and it's just confusing me. Do I like it or not? I'm not sure. It's like every other modern stadium. It is a bit, innit? Like, do you know what? I prefer that. It's a bit more unique. Like, yeah, all right, yeah, it looks nice from a distance or from space or whatever, but yeah, I'm with Jordan a little bit. It's not really anything unique, is it? To be honest, we've got a nice spherical dome stadium. Nothing beats the Bursaspor crocodile. Yeah, I've already gone for the crocodile, Jord. I was straight on that. I was like, that's my vibe. Here he is, our fearless leader. Evening, Llama. How are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're well. I mean, we say fearless leader for me. I mean, look, let's be honest, right? I won't go into battle unless Llama's here. And thankfully he is. So we can do battle as a collective. Have you ever been to the Beijing National Stadium? No, I haven't. I mean, bless you for presuming I'll be so well travelled, but let's have a little look, shall we? Let's have a look at the Beijing National Stadium. Oh, that looks like something that I've thrown out. One of my kids has brought that home from school once. I'm sure of it. Just, Daddy, look what I've made. And I went, oh, yeah, that's fucking class, that, mate. Yeah. And then he goes to sleep, and then I end up chucking it in the bin. It's yeah, that's rubbish, isn't it? All that is just, that's a bowl with bits knocked out. The stadium's called the Bird's Nest. Yeah, it looks like elastic bands, doesn't it? Yeah, it is. It's an elastic band stadium. Yeah, you just twang it and then yeah, not for me, that one. Bull with a string from last Sunday's roast pork. Yeah, sure, if it had a bit of crackling on the top, yeah, brilliant. What I want a stadium, if it was to ever fill up with gravy, I wouldn't want it running out. You know? That'll be poor. Llama, favourite football stadium, go. James answer, one of my favourite stadiums was the Velodrome Pringle Sheet Stadium in London. What the hell is that? The Velodrome Pringle Street or Pringle Sheet? This has got to be made up, surely. Oh, the Olympic Velodrome. Oh. Is that not just for, like, indoor bikes? Do you know what? I've seen service stations that look a bit like that. It's a low-key pancake. Yeah. And the LA Coliseum. It's the LA Coliseum. I mean, I think it started out initially as football stadiums, Llama, but it appears that it can now branch into any sort of sporting territory. The Coliseum in LA, that's... Oh, like, okay, this is nice because we've got a retail park that looks a bit like that. And there's like a couple of outlet stores. There's like a Nike outlet and there's like an Adidas one, and they've got like a Starbucks and they've got like a Ralph Lauren shop. So yeah, I'd go there. Parking looks like it should be okay there as well. And I think they've got a Wagamama's. So that'll be nice. The main stadium in Cape Town. Cape Town Stadium. So Cape Town, South Africa, Cape Town Safari, Cape Town Stadium, Cape Town Stomach Bug. Oh, that's just one of the ones before with the skylight open. Isn't it? Oh, these are just like space balls, aren't they? I want something with a Central Coast Mariners Stadium is a bit special. Is it? Oh, this is more like it. Right, here we go. Right, now Llama's up with the vibe. There. Just look at that. Right, this, George, this now answers your question. Are we judging on stadium design or backdrop? This is backdrop, isn't it? This, and is it Falkirk that's on the It's not Falkirk, is it? That's is it maybe Peterhead possibly, or Stranraer? They're like right up on the coast, aren't they? This is what about the Braga Stadium that's built into a mountain? Yeah, now we're talking. What is it? I'm just going to type Scottish Stadium by the Sea. It is Arbroath, Gayfield Park, Arbroath. Right. Okay. Lee, see, look at that. There you go. That's what you want. Boot it out, and it's in the fucking North Sea. Right. Right. Yeah. Look at that. Proper. That, even in the height of summer, you can just tell that's cold. There's no way that's hot at all, is it? Like, you're never gonna see players not wear a coat. Like, even when they're playing, just like, oh god. And then the University Stadium in Peru. Stadium Peru. Is that? That looks all right. That looks like a sort of half filled in San Siro. This bit I'm not fussed about. I can leave that. That's fine. Nah, none of this. Not that's a bomb. Do you know what I mean? This one here, this bit, that's what I want. I don't want that one. Nah, not that, but that. Yeah, in a mountain. Like, honestly, that looks like it's been designed in city skylines. That's what I want. Andy says, ultimate flex for me when it comes to stadiums. From my work office, I have a perfect eyesight in the stadium where Pele scored his first World Cup goal as a youngster, as the youngest player to ever score a World Cup, a record that still stands. That is pretty cool, actually. That is pretty good. We'll take that, Andy. What's Gospin Dolac? Gospin Dolac. Oh, yeah, right. Here we go. Yeah, yes. 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 All of this, thank you. Like, look at that. Just in the middle of, like, where is it? Just, yeah. Like, that is a, the hell's this? That's what you want from a football stadium. Oh, the Stade Louis second. Yeah, it's all right, but not when you're looking at things like this. This is much better than the Stade Louis, surely. What's this? Naya Ulevi. Okay, now this one, this looks like it's broken, which is quite good. So something in Sweden that doesn't work. I like the Buddha Glimt one as well, actually. That's quite a smart one as well. James, if you want a football stadium, St. James's... No. Stadio Olimpico. Stadio Olimpico, of course, is... I mean, that's getting knocked down, isn't it? They're redoing it. Where's the Buddha Glimt Stadium? Yeah. This is the new one that they're building, apparently. The Arctic Arena, which I'm fairly sure is a is just a food warehouse, really. But yeah, they're trying to build a new one. Tromsø have got a nice one when you look at it with a drone and it's been snowing. I mean, look at that. I mean, that looks mint, doesn't it? That is good. This is better than all your big fancy balls. Yeah. What's that? Svangas Garo. Svangasgaro in Finland. Yes. Yeah. What's that? There we go. There we go. Scotland fans have turned up. Yeah, that looks decent. I'm all for that. FM live show in Tromsø. Oh, do you reckon do you know what? I think we could do that. I think we could. Let's do that. Let's do that one. For view, you can also see Henningsvær football stadium. Where's Henningsvær? Oh, right. Okay, this one's decent. Yeah, if you kick the ball out off the pitch, that you're done for, aren't you? Really, to be honest. Do you know what? Parking is terrible. Flights are not as much as you think. Right? How much are flights like? Why am I getting involved in this? Why am I now going? Oh yeah, do you know what? Yeah, this is a really good idea. I do. I always fall for this, don't I? How much are flights to Tromsø? You should do football stadiums tier list someday. I could do, but the problem is there's lots and lots and lots of football stadiums, so it would take me a long time to get through it. Murrayfield. Now that is definitely atmosphere, isn't it? Trogia Stadium. Let's have a look at Trogia Stadium. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. That's pretty handy. I like a bit of that. Where's the There's one in. Is it Lithuania or something, or is it? That's got like a train track running through it. Slovakia. At least I was in the right continent. Right. So yeah. So I started thinking earlier, and I do think that I will start booking the the FM show live this year. Probably makes sense to try and just go back to Nottingham if we're only going to do for a day. I think, you know, oh damn it, we know what we're getting at the Canal House. Um, the only caveat with that is if Callum's doing a charity match, do we try and tie in with that and um do something there? I'll need to speak to Callum about that. Um, we know what we're getting at the Canal House. Hooch, presumably, it will be Hooch. It will absolutely be Hooch by the bucket load. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much what we're there for, really, isn't it? Yeah. Um, let's not pretend it's it for anything else other than that. Um, Let's move you up there. Move you up there. Okay. Um. I wonder at what point we right, let's put him at centre back. Let's put Bernard Ferguson there. Right, didn't Slough nearly break Cal last year? Seems stressful organising it. I mean, yeah, the whole thing is quite stressful for everything, really. I'm just thinking that if we could tie it in with something else, then we can make it a full day. We can do the shows. Well, the event can be during the day, and then the podcasts can be on the evening. But it is super stressful getting people to actually do stuff. Oh, pick that one out, Reece Williams. What a strike! You know, I mean, so think about where we've got people to travel to. We could get people to travel to Nottingham because we know that's the thing. We know we've done that before. We could potentially get Murph to sort of somewhere in Birmingham. Get him on the case for that. Darlington and Sunderland are probably unlikely. I don't think we've got enough of like, it sounds really silly. I'm gonna say it doesn't. We haven't got enough of a following to get there. Not that we've got enough of a following in Nottingham, but you know what I mean. Like, we then also, I mean, we could do one in Scotland. That's the other thing. We could do two. If it was Saturday, it could be a non-league match meet up. Then the pod records. That could work. That could work. Find a non-league team that could accommodate us, and then just turn up and do that. Which I'm guessing most places would be happy for that. And then I suppose we just sort of like maybe what we do then is we take a straw poll of like sort of either clubs that we've managed, or we maybe tie in with the non-league guys, the non-league shirt shop guys, see what they've got. Birmingham and Slough duel from Norfolk, both being incredibly selfish and thinking of mine and Dan travelling down. No, you got to think about it, Rouge. You got to think about it. Like, you know, I mean, mad scientists travel from Denmark, just saying. But no, it has to be commutable. That's the thing. Would it be a ticket-based event? Yes. Yes, we absolutely would want it ticketed, because one of those things where you just don't want people just turning up and going, what is this? It's shit, and then they ruin it. So you've got to have anything. Anything you do has got to be ticketed. Keeps the riff-raff out. You know, you've got an old Tigre. All right, yeah, fair enough. Okay, right, yeah. The Mad Scientist did have a plane. That is reasonable. But yeah, I think somewhere central and somewhere Scotland, I think we could do. I think we could do somewhere either Glasgow or Edinburgh. Oh no, because I think we've got enough Scots that would do it. And I suppose technically we could do something in London, but at that point, like, are we then diluting? Is it better to do like one thing really well or three things quite well? Let's do three things quite well. We all know exactly where my head goes. Not London. I know Rouge. I don't like London either. I'd rather not do it. This is a 20-day UK tour, pretty much, Llama. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's starting in Gothenburg. So it's not so much a UK tour. It's more of a world tour. Edinburgh's easier and less hassle than London. Oh, to be honest, I would rather go anywhere than London, because I don't like London, right? But if it's easy for you, Rochi, then yes, let's just do Edinburgh. I'm not right. Just putting out there, like, we do have to obviously, you know, go with the wider sentiment. Do you know where it'd be easier? My house would be so much easier for me. Then I wouldn't have to travel. Um, yeah, we get that. I mean, York would be perfect for me. Because I live here, and then all you lot could travel. But the fact that I've got to travel for it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm traveling, so I think it's probably only fair that you lot should travel as well. Norfolk is lovely this time of year. It is, actually. It is. I told you last time we were down there, though, I wanted to try and get a gig at a board game cafe. So I didn't really follow it up. There's no roads in and out. It's a fucking mess. What, Norfolk? Well, yeah. There is. The roads in and out are pretty bad. If it's a summer show, TJ's back garden. Hey, do you know what? Yeah, I'll get the grill on. We'll have a great time. It'll be fun. I'm sure Mrs. J won't mind. Just invite a few of yous over. The lads are here. It's going to be good. A1 and A140 are awful. The A11 is dreadful. I don't like the A11. But yes, no, absolutely, yeah. Well, look, let's think about this, right? TJ can't be offering a Barbie and not following up on it. I mean, I can a lot, because what you're trying to say there, Rochi, is that everything I've said is true. So, hey, and to be honest, someone offered me tickets for the playoffs, like in last night's stream. They went, "Oh, do you want to come and watch Southend?" I was like, "It's very kind of you, but we've never met. And I've got a football tournament to go to, but very kind, very nice offer." Yeah. So right. I mean, like I say, York is the easiest thing for me to do, right? But Nottingham, we know what to do in Nottingham. Birmingham, of course, we know is fairly close by as well. But then, as I say, maybe like a Glasgow could be quite good fun. Yeah, Glasgow could be fun, actually. Let's get Michael O'Doherty back in on trial again and have a little look at him. Have another look. Sanchel, I still don't know where he plays. I think the scouts have got him wrong. So the thoughts are then that we could potentially do something during the day. So non-league football during the day is an option there then. And then double podcast in the evening. So I suppose technically then we need to decide, where do we want to go? What sort of... Well, we won't know the fixtures, will we, until too late as well. That's the problem. I think this is the problem that Callum had, that he was having to try and like rely on fixing things around fixtures. So how much notice would we need to get a venue booked and then fill it? Because I mean, can we guarantee 50 to 100 people? That should be doable, shouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, we've done it before. Like, why am I questioning whether we can do it again? We've got previous. We've now grown in popularity. We've now brought in people like Sai's got a following. Second Yellow Card's got a massive following. Yeah. Lama's already said he's bringing all of his mates, so that's like 2,000 people. So if you all bring 10 friends, then it's easy. Yeah. I thought you're bringing all of the neighbours' crew, Llama. But yeah, it's gonna be good. But I mean, even if so, the way the llama, so Llama had suggested to me when we were talking the other day, we were like saying, look, if we had, because it obviously the main thing is it's open to the public, right? That's what we want. We want the FM audience, right? But if we could very very cleverly think, if we could pitch it to get other creators to go, look, if you can convince 10 of your community to come, right, then that's great, or 5 of your community to come, then that's amazing, right? There's the tickets already done. Yeah. Food and drink on site. Are we going somewhere afterwards? I mean, look, I don't really know. I don't know. It depends on where we're going, doesn't it? Let's all just book out a Nando's. It'd be great, because it could be a situation where it's literally just 4 of us, and then we could all just sit around and go to a local petrol station. But when we did Nottingham previously, we had splinter groups, people working like in other little sort of smaller communities, people who knew each other, going for food and drinks first, then all congregating for the show, and then we'd stay and we'd have some drinks, then we'd sort of like move around. So again, that's sort of something that's absolutely on the table. And what was great about it was people who didn't know each other coming in, and like, without sounding like wanky, they left with friends. It was good. Genuinely had people who'd never met anybody, came on their own, and then walked away thinking, oh, do you know what? Yeah, this is class actually. Like, let's keep in touch and stuff. And they've stayed in other streams and all that sort of thing. And it's just been really nice, So that's what we want to be doing. I think you should have gone previous meetups for this event for estimates of numbers. Yeah, exactly. When I went to the first one, I don't think I'd met anyone before. I hadn't either, Llama. I'd met Matt, obviously, who I was doing the show with, but I hadn't met Rich. I'd met Rich Owens before. That was the first time we met him. Was the actual show itself. Jebru was doing the tech. I'd not met Jebru before. We then, I'd never met Rugio and Dan, who'd been modding for me for about a year and a half, 18 months probably at that point. Goodyear I'd met before because he'd come to a previous podcast show and stand-up stuff. But yeah, the vast majority of people I had no idea either. And then when we did the one with the first FM show podcast with like Aaron, met Aaron for the first time at the live event, him and producer Steve. I've never met either of them before. So that's wild, right? But that's just the nature of the beast. That's how it works. I was walking from the car park to bar in town, found Ali, Alison Murph outside a travel lodge. Bizarre meeting people you've seen on screen. I met them in the travel lodge lift on the, and I was like, I think I was going. Was I coming out of it? Yeah, I think I was coming. We were going down the lift to go out and get some stuff sorted out. And that was bizarre because I was like, oh, hello. And thinking like, oh, they're not going to know who I am. And going, no, of course they are, because they've come to see your show, Tony. So they absolutely do know who you are. And it was just, right, it'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. But it was, and it was class. The show was mint. And the actual vibe itself was mint. Aaron goes, sorry, chat, the whole room crew still laughing. Yeah. It was just a vibe. And I think as well, if we book it outside of comedy festival time, then we get longer than an hour for the show. So we'll do 2 shows for that one. And yeah, we'll do a WFM show as well. If they want to, of course. They don't have to do a show, but if they want to work while they're there, they can do. The oddest thing is seeing everyone stood up rather than sat behind a PC. Yeah. I thought we were all little fellas. We're tall people. Thought my statue were tiny. At one point, I was carrying Pokes around in my top pocket. Well, this is the thing. Pokes is just, he's a little leprechaun, isn't he? Rich Owens is a bit taller than I expected him to be as well. I didn't expect him to be as tall as he was. I thought, oh, Rich Owens is going to be a small man. Well, he's not. Oh, he's gone. He's gone past him. Oh. Until you met him, you have no appreciation of how good Callum smells either. Oh, he does, doesn't he? He smells wonderful, actually. He's not a ham. He's not ham. He's not ham. Callum is not ham. No. But the important thing is that everyone's lovely. Everyone's lovely. That's the bit. Forza, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Very, very kind indeed. So here's the thing then. If we're going to link it with football, then it's probably going to have to be a Saturday, isn't it? Which therefore means getting a venue on a Saturday night is a bit more tricky. Not impossible, but a little bit more of a conversation to be had. But let's have those conversations. We could do that. Be nice to find a place where we can stop and swap stickers as well. I imagine that's what we'll all do. Yeah. Forza Blackburn Rovers fan by the looks of it, Forza. Too many lovely people I met. Rougeau, Zeep, Gav, Callum, Jeb, Sai, Aaron, TJ, JM, Thoughts, Dean from SI, loads more. Not a wrong'un amongst them. The wrong'uns didn't come. They stayed at home, which is probably for the best. Yeah, no, there was some lovely ones. Mad Scientist flew in from Denmark with his mad mate Martin. I mean, that was... They were wonderful, wonderful people. Whichever venue you decide on, can you have really depleted batteries in the smoke detector, please? I think that's probably for the best, isn't it? You know, just to make Aaron feel at home. All right, here's Jones. Go on, up over the top. Top corner, please. Come on, come on. 5 minutes to go. Give us something to cheer from. Oh, off the side of the bar. It was well worked. What date are we thinking? No idea. No idea, Rochi, at this point. No idea. If it's if people are wanting it to tie in with football, then it's going to have to be August, September, early start of the season, or like July maybe for pre-season, which again is absolutely fine. In fact, that might be good fun actually. Oh, Tilsy's just gone wide. But that's all going to be. Don't forget, I've got the World Cup. When's the World Cup? Because yeah, we don't want to do it. We don't want to do it when the World Cup's on. July is tight to organise. Yeah, I mean, Dan, last minute is when I thrive, right? It's probably gonna. I mean, look, the Nottingham Comedy Festival tends to be November, so I think we'll be scraping it to get November done, but probably going to end up being a September thing, I'd imagine. Um, let me have a quick little nosy, just see what's going on. Have they got anything on in September? Um, they've got live wrestling hosted by Angelos Epithemiou. Hang on, what? 12th of September. For Old Colds. Hang on. It is a thing, yeah. Right. Or we could just sack it off and go and watch the wrestling. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's do that. That seems like a much better idea, doesn't it? TJ usually really arranged on a release date. Yep, that's the thing. I do, but I'd rather not. To be honest, after the last release, I don't really want it around about the release time because it's just too much. Like, it's just been too much the last couple of releases. So maybe we do it outside of release time and we just do it where it's a nice thing. And, Football Manager is just sort of part of it. Do the wrestlers throw each other in the stream? I would imagine so. I would imagine that's the first thing they do. Right, okay. Right, so Nottingham based non-league football teams. Because again, this is going to be, if we're presuming it's Nottingham, then you've got Basford, Carlton, Dunkirk, and Radford. But then how far are they from the Canal House? IRL promotion bus, I'm in. Do you really reckon we can get promoted, Dan? Do you reckon? Carlton is the club D goes to watch. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Well, that could be a nice one then. Let's have a little look at Carlton Town Football Club. Home of the Millers. Seven local derbies next season if projected Midlands League is correct. Let's have a look. Carlton could end up with 7 local derbies next season. The Millers have to regroup and move from the playoff disappointment. Playoff disappointment? Oh, here we go. They're going to play Carlton, Basford, Belper, Micklehove, Shepshed Dynamo, Loughborough Students, Grantham Town, and Long Eaton. They can also potentially play Worcester Raiders, Nuneaton, Coventry United, Boston Town, Barwell, Sporting Club Inkwell. That's just a desk at school, isn't it? I like the fact that their club shop accepts Bitcoin. Where are we? Let's obviously let's say tickets are going to be tricky. On the 24th of October, they've got a fireworks extravaganza. And on the 15th of November, they've got an 80s themed murder mystery night. So, that was 2024. Damn. Sporting Club Inc. Barrow, isn't it? That's the village I grew up in. Tiny place. We're playing at the highest ever level. Sounds like we might all be doing a save with them. I mean, I'm glad. Like, yeah, right, okay. I need to have a. Hmm. And this, the weird thing is now I'm trying to like sort of link it into football fixtures. I feel like I'm organising a stag do at this point, and I'm like, right. I tell you what, let's all go to the local non-league football club. We'll go dressed as fucking wrestlers or something. It'll be mint. We'll have a pint in the Archer before we go. Yeah, stag do would be easier. Probably. Probably. Oh, hang on. I've just seen that something's being reduced here, and it's not stuff at the local Asda. Our wage budget's been reduced. Why? Put 50 quid in the pub crawl. Do you know what? Let's do that, Dan. That is much easier. I regret to announce that due to a deterioration in the club's financial position, the wage budget has been reduced from 23 grand to 18. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. So not only are we not playing well, we're now losing lots of money, and we're probably going to have to start selling players. Great. Well, look, we've already tried to get rid of Kalkowski, so let's offer him back out again. Okay? But out you go. And who else do we not need? I think that's everybody, isn't it? You've already missed some of this, TJ. You were setting up at the venue, but people arrived in the afternoon to the first one, and we all went out for drinks and food before going to the venue. I did miss all that. So what you're suggesting is that people are more than capable of organising themselves, Llama. Interesting. Interesting. That does add a new dimension to it, because that's less pressure for me to do stuff then, which I'm all for, by the way. Like, don't go giving me more things to do, right? The less amount of responsibility I've got, the better. So yeah, I guess if everyone's coming in early doors, then, and it doesn't really matter then if it's during the week or not, does it? Because then, if everyone's just sorting themselves out, then they'll sort themselves out. Okay. Okay. Because it's really only it's only going to have to be one day. It can't be like 2 days. That's too much expense for people at that point. You can't ask them to have 2 nights stay over. That's too much. Oh, Shane Turner. Now I know we haven't got any money, but in you come, Shane. Because I think, was it one year I came down and then went straight back up, and then I think it was another year. Most years I'd stayed down. People can sort themselves. I mean, that's a bold statement, Dan. It's a bold statement. one of those people is second yellow card, and I'm not sure if that's the situation. The other person is Aaron. I'm worried about. I mean, Sai's only based in Coventry, so he's not too far away. Aaron's Cheltenham, then Matt's like Cambridgeshire, so getting everyone up and about is not too difficult. But it's then if you can convince like other people to come in as well and help drag some more tickets over the line. I reckon 50 to 100 tickets is doable. I reckon that's doable. Yeah. The Scotland one might be a bit more tricky. Just due to the lack of Scottish creators, I think, who could help get tickets around. But I reckon that, yeah, we post about we should be all right. We should get enough people in. Let me write this down. Okay. Bear with me. Let's think about this then. Okay. Time for a Google Calendar to come up. Okay, right. So where are we now? We're May now. Right. Okay. Tell me things that are happening that's important. So it's July. Is July the July World Cup? Is it? Yeah. Right. So when's the World Cup on? Are they even bothering with the World Cup this year? Have they decided to not just cancel it? I mean, a lot of this is in June, isn't it? So. All right, so the World Cup final is right. So dates to avoid. So when's the World Cup starts? The World Cup starts on the 11th of June. Okay, so 11th of June to 19th of July. That's out, right? Airborne's in 4 months. Appreciate that. Very, very kind indeed. What about people like Clates, Tom FM, and Illujo? What about them? What about them? They can come. They can come. It's open to everybody. Like, you know, it's absolutely open to everybody. If they'd like to come, they're more than welcome to come. I would actively encourage them. When we talked about the FM con, the FM convention, we definitely wanted to have them all there because we're going to try and do some panels. So that's now looking like another thing down the line. I reckon that'll be maybe a next year job. Right, dates to avoid: 11th of June to 19th of July. Okay. Any other times that are no good? Well, all of August is Edinburgh Festival, so that probably takes out Scotland, or certainly Edinburgh. Although probably takes out Scotland because accommodation is going to be expensive. For anybody even just trying to travel up for the day or for staying overnight, it's going to cost you £88,000 for 1 day. So August is probably out for Scotland. So we've got that to consider. When does the sort of roughly when are football fixtures? So when's the 2026-27 season dates? So we want EFL or and then like the non-league dates, obviously. So EFL dates. So EFL starts 14th to 16th of August. Okay. And then non-league. Do we know when non-league starts? National League confirmed playoff dates. Oh, there you go, right. Okay, so non-league starts 8th of August. Okay. So, all right. So there you go. So that's some stuff to play around with. Evening, Mr. Maggio. How are we, buddy? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Si, we're moving into FM show planning. By that I mean we're looking at dates. So any dates you can't do between now and forever. Planning. It's that or talk about football, Si. So I've now started to get like when could we feasibly look to put on a live show? The general consensus seems to still be from this evening's chat, by the way. You booked a holiday, right? What days am I avoiding for your holiday then? Just give me a bit of an idea. I've not marked in my holidays yet either. We need a shared calendar for holidays now, don't we? Right, when are you away? Just out of curiosity. So I'd quite like Si to be there. That's the day I was warned I wasn't free. You're back Thursday. Oh, right. Look, it's not gonna be next week. So you're all right. Is this like the couple of weeks that we were thinking about for? Oh, it's another goal conceded. Like as in like imminently. Because if it is, then it's October, November time. I'm free at the minute. All right, okay. We haven't got as far as October, November yet, but that's good. September's going to be. Oh, right, okay. Okay. Right, size not busy then. We'll mark that as not busy. Where are we slipping down to in the league? Let's just pretend we are interested in our league form for a minute. Because the idea I've got, Si, or the idea that we've come up with so far, it seems to be back to Nottingham for what day were you thinking? You're washing your hair that day. Oh, you are, aren't you? Yeah, you did warn me about that. Down to 18th. Ooh, we're only a couple of places above the relegation zones. Well, how about we do the day you're not washing your hair? And let's put him there. Or actually, he goes there. fact, Belston actually goes there. What have I done here? Back in there. What would he be? He would have to be a presser. He can screen. I don't know. He can press as well, actually, and then he can drop back. Screening, right? We're looking for whenever works. He can be the playmaker, and then Jones can run the channels, probably, I suppose. Right, yeah. So the plan at the minute is Nottingham, and then maybe Glasgow, with a bracket of and London. So we've gone from one thing to potentially three. So the question is that doable? What are your thoughts? Just thinking of playing a numbers game. There's been mention of like going to watch non-league football as well, which could be interesting. We'd certainly have more scope in definitely in London for non-league football. Maybe even in Glasgow actually we'd have some sides we can go and see. And wouldn't be non-league, but like it'll be like you could even see like Hamilton or whatever, possibly Hamilton Accies, or I guess Stranraer's probably not too far. Well, depends upon where we go. Like maybe like a Linlithgow or something, or Kirkintilloch or something. Come to Firhill, we could do. Go see the Jags. Yeah. Oh, Devontae Ferguson back post 2-0. You thought he meant the musical for a minute. I mean, well, we could do. You have a chance of going up. Oh, we don't want that. We don't want promotion. You know what I mean? We're not here for let's do 4-1-4-1 hope. Lads trip to the theatre to see Hamilton. We could do. That'd be quite good. James, where do you think Sunderland's going to finish in the league? Oh, they'll definitely stay up. James. I think we'll finish above Newcastle. That'll be good. Borough or Edinburgh who win the second leg. Maybe. I mean, look, we don't know where we'll be, but I think they're the three options of sort of like reasonable places to go. Or if not Nottingham, I'm sure we can get a performance space in Liverpool or something, and then there'll be enough non-league teams close by. Or Manchester maybe. Do Charlton, do Didsbury, do Chorley. Or am I cancelled in Liverpool? Yeah, probably. Maybe Manchester. I might put Manchester in there as well as an option. I'm not the Sun. I'm a naughty boy. But I think I'm probably as disliked. I certainly say a lot, you know what I mean? So Southend are gonna what we could do is Evertonians don't mind. Exactly. And the Tranmere fans like me as well, I think. if we did Manchester, we could all go to classic football shirts. Or what happened at Tranmere? So I did their. It wasn't like an end of season thing. I think it was like a sort of 30 years or something since they'd been to Wembley, and it was a bit of like a corporate, and I turned up and I went on after the raffle, and I was doing the raffle actually, which that's never a good idea, and it was one of those where it wasn't going well, and Big Eric Nixon, the goalkeeper, had suggested at one point that he should probably just get up on stage and sing Elvis songs instead of me doing comedy, and I agreed. I was like, yeah, probably. I think people would rather that than listen to this. But it was well paid, and they were nice. And then got booked to do I'd already been booked to do. Had I been the other round? And then we did the Football Manager show there as well. So I can't remember if it was which way around it had gone, but if it was the corporate and then the Football Manager show, that's a weird way of doing it, but yeah, might have been. So Nottingham, Glasgow, London, Manchester, they're good places to pick from. Manchester, lots of potential for non-league football clubs to go and watch. That could be fun. Birmingham, again, yeah. Lots of interest there for Birmingham. I mean, at this point, we are doing a tour now. Should we go to Belfast? Belfast would be fun. Sheffield. Sheffield's pretty good. We could all go and see Sheffield FC. Kyoto. I'm banned from Kyoto, actually. Right, so here's my thoughts, right? If we could, here's the conversation, okay? Can we sell 50 tickets? 50 to 100 tickets? I think we can. And if we doubled it up with the WFM show as well, that's a guarantee, right? That's an absolute lock. But I think we can sell those on our own. Release the tickets to Patreons first. They get first refusal. Or just fucking open the floodgates. Just go, right, come on. Please buy the tickets as quickly as possible and make us feel better. Yeah. Because I reckon we could do. Why am I looking at this list now going, just do one a month, TJ? Be fine. Just do one a month. So if you right, again, just hear me out here, right? So okay, so Musterman and Llama, they could be guests in Birmingham. London, you've got Lelujo, you've got Clates, he's London, isn't he? Breezy. Glasgow, no, we've got no creators in Scotland, really. That's Clates is Devon. He is Devon, isn't he? I mean, that's technically the south, isn't it, really? It's all the same. Right, so Lelujo and Breeze. Work the Space is London. Yeah, so that's doable. Okay, Manchester. Who's in Manchester? Robbo. Ginge. Maybe. Stinger. Okay. Sheffield, you got Trek. Glasgow's the problem. Stinger loves Villa. Omega Loose, Devon as well. You might as well throw that on the tour. Do you know what? Stick it in. Where Devon or Torquay? What will be nicer to do? you know, I'm going to stick with Ablett. Actually, I'm going to see if he's going to. Bristol's a possible. Okay, let's put Bristol. Right, where's Bristol? Jags is in Paisley. The mad scientist, right there you go. So there's Denmark taken care of. Right, mad scientist, how are you, pal? What days are you free for an FM show live? Because we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be doing a tour by the looks of it. Yeah, I mean, right. If we do Norfolk, just for Rugio, Ben's in Norfolk, isn't he? Norwich. Just do every day. Just do them all. Just do the whole lot. Yeah. Who don't coming through the championship playoffs? Person wants Southampton, but I'd take Hull City for a bit of a laugh. No. Millwall's the one that's for a laugh, surely. I want Southampton after all the shithousery of Spygate. I think that's really, really fun. Do that, but I'd quite like Borough back up, to be honest. But yeah, do you know what? I think the Premier League deserves Millwall, though. I think the Premier League deserves Millwall. Do Nottingham again. Well, we could do Nottingham, Mad, or we're trying to put out some extra. But do you know what? For Nottingham, the Mad Scientist counts as the guest. Because we know we can get there. Even Calispiro Jason, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Copenhagen, look, I'll say this now. I will say this now. Get us a venue in Copenhagen. Get some tickets, guaranteed that we can have 100 people in Copenhagen. And I will go and do a show in Copenhagen. 100%. 100%. I will do a show in Copenhagen. If the tickets are sold, I will go. Promise. Absolutely promise. Greatest FM show was TJ watching the Scotland game. Oh, do you know what? That was mint. That was mint. Poor Robbo didn't know what was going on. He was just like, what am I meant to do here? It's like, you just meant to just be fine with it. It'll be all right. Right, actually, have him as the channel midfielder. Have George as the attacking midfielder, possibly. Well, New York. We can all stop with Zealand. I think we could actually. Do you know what? I think he'd be all right with that. He'd be fine. Let's all staying in his house. Pressing central midfielder, a wide covering. Right, okay. I think there's going to be a bit of confusion here with these new roles, but let's see. Is Kelly back? Kelly's he's on the way back now. Good. Right, we need Coulson back in, and he needs to start playing well. How many rewatches of the highlights? All of it. So many. There's not enough times to rewatch the highlights, right? Yeah. Who do we know in Glasgow? Side. That's the question. We could dig Mozzer up, I suppose, couldn't we? Be like, right, come on, get him back out. Oh, Katie, of course. Did he die? I mean, he's dead to us, really, isn't he? Bristol is Alice. Right, it's doable, but can someone help me do this? Can someone help me book the venues, please? Neil Lennon's Glasgow. Kevin Bridges. He could do Glasgow. Right, can someone ring up a bunch of venues and do this for me, please? If I just, this is what Murph was gonna do. Best FM would be the Excel spreadsheet of the past with current highlight graphics. Or TV commentary or radio commentary. What? I'm confused. Best FM will be the Excel spreadsheet of the past with current highlight. I don't understand, Jags. I don't know if I've missed something somewhere. Oh, just on the top. Teams in Europe. So James says teams in Europe says he supports Lazio, Stuttgart, Bayern Munich, Valencia. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's I mean, Lazio is a bit of a concern, but the rest of them, I mean, I can sort of see. Valencia, just all I have is Gaishka Mendieta in my head and Kili Gonzalez. I have that. They're my two instant Valencia thoughts. And was it Arbeloa? Did he come from Valencia, or is it Raul Albiol? Or is it both? I'm not sure. Jag says, what would you say striker role is to use with two inside forwards and a free roll in behind? I've got no idea. I've spent 9 years in the National League, 10 years in the National League, really. 8 of which were in the National League North, so I don't know, Jags. Someone else in the chat might know the answer for you, though. So, chat, what's the answer then? What striker role do you use with two inside forwards and a free roll just behind? The answer is probably depends upon who you are, what sort of players you've got, the way you want to play. Like that's, I'm guessing, isn't the actual answer, is it? Pablo Aimar was for Aimar was class as well, wasn't he? Yeah. Yeah, so it's got to be player specific, hasn't it? Just get a striker that can score. Simple. Yeah, I need one of them. I need 3 of them, actually. Houghton over the top. Coulson's through. Oh, he's put it wide. You're struggling to get your striker scoring. He's worth 100 million quid. He's only worth what people will pay for him. Yeah. I know the issues, but who else in Italy were owned by gangs more than 75% of them, so it's not a good choice. Oh yeah, man, look, it's not just the gangs thing with Lazio, it's the whole, it's the fascist side of things as well. But, if you think about it beyond that, they had a good team once, so, that team with Veron was pretty good. So it is difficult, isn't it? And as a Newcastle fan, James, I'm not going to ask you to remove the politics from the football clubs because we know that's not a thing. So yeah, the Lazio thing. There is a moment in Lazio's history where you do have to, as a football fan, look at it and go, "That's a fucking good team, that, isn't it? That's a good team and a good kit." And then you remember what they're doing, you're like, "Oh, now I'm conflicted, so conflicted." And I think you're allowed to be conflicted at that point. Bernard's tiring. We could put Ablett out to the left. Critchlow can go to the right. No, just Walker Smith, don't make a mistake. I'm watching the rest of it. I will be actually, yeah. See what time we get finished tonight, and then I'll have a little nosy on it. I'll see how much I doubt I'll get the full thing watched. It's at 11, is it? Oh, in that case, I'll have missed the first hour by the time we finish here. But yes, we will have a watch on it. We'll find out what Cena's groundbreaking announcement's going to be, which of course will probably be not worth knowing. I don't put politics in football. It's all about the game, and that's how you should think about football, not about politics. But it is, though, innit? If football is a vehicle for political gesturing, then you have to consider that, don't you? Yeah. And a lot of people did want things like, the knee removed and all that stuff, because, keep politics out of football, but allow Saudi Arabian governments to invest in your football clubs and sports wash. Let's have the football. Let's have the World Cup in Qatar. Let's, have the World Cup in America. Let's not talk about football. Sadly, it's all politically motivated. Man City, Chelsea. What about that voting then? Oh, look, we did the voting yesterday, Jags. We talked about that yesterday. It was a sad time to talk, but we just went. It felt very much like local elections yesterday were, hey, do you know what we could do, right? Things aren't great right now, are they? No, they're not. Should we try and make them better? Or let's shoot ourselves in the face. How about we try that? And that seemed to be the way that the thought process went yesterday. This isn't Jack Grealish, is it? It's Zidane Grealish. Zidane Grealish. Just vote for who lies the least. Yeah, do you know what? And at least Reform are very blatant with what they're doing. Just going, oh yeah, do you know what? Yeah, we are gonna fuck the whole place up royally. And then there's loads of idiots who just went, that sounds like a great idea, actually. Yeah. But oh no, look at that. Oh, what a shame. Oh, what a shame we've had a crash. Oh, never mind. I don't normally like the idea of safe scumming, but that's 2 crashes we've had now. Right? We had a crash yesterday, we had a crash tonight, and it's come after defeats. Do you know what I mean? So, I'm gonna have to redo the game, but I wonder how far back we go. Probably only one game, because we've got like the sort of the 3-tiered saving stuff on. It'll be fine, don't worry. If there was a better option from Piff, you would have taken it. You had a better option. You had Mike Ashley. Mike Ashley was a million times a better option than Piff. There was no other millionaire that was invested in the time. You'd rather that than Mike Ashley. You can't rather the Saudi Arabian government than Mike Ashley. This is the thing with Newcastle fans. I want Mike Ashley out. He's so bad. What about the Saudi Arabians? They're all right. Canny lads. Right. Did we update the drivers? I'm going to say no. Because now you asked the question, I'm going, I don't think I did I? It was on my to-do list. Or a man that wouldn't put money in the club. Oh, right, look, we're not talking football, right? Look, if you've got Saudi Arabia in charge, if you're happy with that, fine, right? But you can't say that Mike Ashley was bad and then accept the Saudis. You can't, right? Okay, because as far as I'm aware, I don't think. Now, again, I don't think Mike Ashley has killed a couple of journalists, and I don't think that Mike Ashley has taken away lots of human rights and denounced homosexuality. I can't prove it, right? I can't prove it, but I do remember he didn't once buy you a midfielder. So yeah, terrible chairman. Major sellable, actually, major profitable. But again, let's move on with that. Where are we? We are. Oh shit! Loads of games back. Right, Southend and Dulwich. So we lost against Southend as well. We lost 2-0 in that match. Yeah, Yeah, we're probably expected to lose there again, actually. Um, so that's the thing. Um, Mike Ashley would not have pulled the team in the National League. Do you know what? If he did, that would have been fucking hilarious. It's so bad on our network save. We had to put a save after every game. Yeah, I think Lama called it last night. I think there's an issue with the Nvidia drivers that I need to do. And I haven't done it. So I probably should update that. Um, but that's fine. We can sort it out. Oh, Germany. We can go and do some German shows. Right. There you go. All right, Germany as well. We could get Johannes and Terry, get them involved. Just all of Germany. That'll be good. Are we gonna right? Here's a question, team. Um, Form isn't great at the moment. Uh, do we attack more? Do we try and defend more? What's the general consensus? I'm a bit. We had that sort of like 4-4-4-1-1. Do we go 4-1-4-1, or do we go and keep that there, or do we go back into the pull these two up a bit? Well, there's the thing. Do we pull them up a little bit, and that's in the in possession, and then defensively we can drop them all back a bit more, let them sit in, uh, and do that. Bloody hay fever. Ugh. Do we try that off? Honestly, there's all over this as well, isn't it? So he goes there. He goes there. So he goes there. Technically, we want Belston to be the defensive player, don't we? We don't really want him getting anywhere. Or do we have him running around? Because, yeah, my thinking is we really need that, don't we? Yeah, like that. And then Jones has got to sort of sit there. And then Binley's going to be a presser while he screens. So, yeah, so Binley drops a little bit. Or Belston drops in to make it a 5 there. And then Jones drops back as well. No, let's not do that. He can screen. Worth checking out the Slavia Sparta Prague Chaos Night. Slavia basically declared champions and the fans invaded the pitch. Game abandoned. Sparta given the 3-0 win. Flares everywhere. Well, wow. Let's see. 4-1, 4-1. Grinding it out. Let's see. Kelly's still out injured, so Douglas can go on the bench. So we're trying Ablett again at centre back. We need to find a way to. We need to find a way to get Coulson working properly, don't we? That's the thing. Um, We could do a short Newport, couldn't we? I mean, Cardiff's probably easier. It's only like 20 minutes away. Bristol's not too far away either. Stick Bristol. Let's keep Bristol. Stuck in the Discord. Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much for that 33. Oh, Jesus. I've not seen that many flares since walking around Shields. Oh, Jones just over the top. Right, hang on. So we don't. So in possession, we want the centre backs to go wide as well, don't we? And where I put the wide bit on, they've got attacking width. Stay wider. Right. Okay. Okay, because that should theoretically be harder to break through now, shouldn't it? Yeah. So that's in possession, out of possession. It's now like locked down completely in it. So it's just a case of making ourselves difficult to break down, really. That's what we want. Because we still, well, Sims is great up top, but is he? We haven't got anyone to replace him for when he gets injured. Well played, Binley. Great ball through. Jones. Oh, pick that one out. Gone. Binley and Jones are having a good time. Even Jeb, how are you, pal? Welcome in. Yeah. Yeah. Hope you're well. How's life treating you? All set for tomorrow for the big day? Well, you weren't really looking forward to it yesterday, were you? So hopefully you'll be in a better mood for it tomorrow. I mean, it seems like everyone bar Rochdale fans wants Boreham Wood to win. You spent the day building garden furniture. Nice. Oh, good goal. Then it rained and I put the last screw in the barbecue. I think that that they did that on purpose. Yeah, yeah. Like you don't have to rush these things, Jeb. Like, I mean, I've got like we still need to get some propane for our burner, so to get the grill on. There was a little bit of rain today as well. Mr. J is out on a hen do tomorrow, so we're gonna go to some friends with the kids. Oh, balls at top. Go on, Cole Sims. Go on, Cole Sims. That's what we're talking about. You don't save those. You're right. Nearly broke your back 3 or 4 times moving it around. I mean, if that's the situation, then yeah, you just leave it where it is. Bindley with the ball through. Cole Sims brings it on his chest and then just lashes it. If you want to bring the kids to Wembley, you've got spares. Do you know what? Maybe we will. Maybe. What time's kick-off? 3. Come on, lads, we're off to Wembley. Do you know what would happen there, right? Like, I'd speak to the kids, and the kids would be like, oh, yeah, that sounds a really good idea. We'd get there, and then, like, youngest James would be going, I think I'm bored now. Like, he'd be like, I've eaten all my sweets, can we just go? No, can't. Oh, we're also as well, Jeb, planning out the the FM show live this year, and so far we have the following cities to be attending. So it appears to have grown arms and legs. We haven't sold all the tickets yet, but I've now convinced myself that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 shows. Well, there's either 7 or 8 shows. So the places that are on up for discussion at the minute: Nottingham, still, of course, with the Canal House. Glasgow, I reckon, is doable. London, we should be able to sell 50 tickets, 100 tickets in London. We should. I've done that before, so surely the FM show can. Manchester, if we don't do Nottingham, Birmingham, Sheffield could be an option, maybe. Maybe that's not quite going to fly, but Bristol, and then the outlier, Norfolk, could be a one. Yeah, and then we've got Germany and Denmark. You know, the obvious ones. So just in a field, yeah, pretty much. Just like literally, we'll pull into King's Lynn and we'll do it there. Oh no, 2-2, last kick of the game. It's offside. No, it's not. It counts. No, disallowed. I mean, we didn't win the last time around. The game's crashed, and then we've had a last second goal overturned. I'll have that. I'll absolutely have that. Is Aaron bringing a smoke alarm? You know what? You're not the only person that's asked that, Jen. Yeah, it is. We're going to sell them as part of our Patreon. If you become a £10 Patreon, we'll send you a smoke alarm. Actually, no, with money more than that. That's a very expensive. That's a cheap smoke alarm, isn't it? Shocking display of save scumming, isn't it, Bangladesh? It absolutely is. I needed to update those drivers. Yesterday. I didn't, and I wasn't expecting it to crash again, and it did. So I do feel bad about it. But I've spent far too long down here in the doldrums, so I guess we'll just deal with it, right? And look, and we're playing it out in front of everyone's eyes as well, rather than doing it behind closed doors and being like, oh look, I went unbeaten for an entire season, and I don't know how. That was a surprise. Oh, was it? Was it a surprise? Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, Jeb. Not naming names, don't know any. I mean, I know plenty of them, but still. Uh, Terry Taylor, 33 years young, physically made of biscuits. He's crumbling before our very eyes. Mentally, very good. Technically, very good. Is he an option, maybe? Did I fever dream he once said he was the second highest rated manager in FM? I don't think I've heard that. I don't think I've heard that one. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that it wouldn't have been said, because it's like I could imagine it being said, but I never heard it myself. Do you know what? Do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Luffy's just ordered some noise cancelling headphones. Get in. Who said that? The thing is though, Luffy, if you wear the noise cancelling headphones on this stream, then you'll not hear the noise, and that's just all my general nonsense, isn't it? You need nonsense cancelling headphones or nonce cancelling headphones, which again just allows you to cancel nonces there and then. Just like, are you a nonce? Yeah, I'm gonna cancel you. Yeah, fair. Right, let's keep that formation going then. Try that again. Gary Kelly's back. Not that Gary Kelly, different one. Is back from injury, so we'll get him going. It's the other noise that needs cancelling, so I can hear your nonsense. Really? Nobody needs to hear this. Surely. So what do we think then? That's a 6 or 7 day tour, mini tour. We think. Because I don't think I'm going to write Sunderland down. I don't think we can do Sunderland, right? Okay. Because unfortunately, nobody does anything in Sunderland. Right? They don't turn up to anything. They complain that nothing happens, and then they don't do it. There's a lovely venue I would like to do, but they're just going, well, we just didn't bother, no. Let me know where I can help. Yeah, can you ring up all the venues, Jeb, and sort it for me, please? York's another place, like, I just don't know if there's enough interest. Tech wise though, Jeb, we might need you for setting up if we do some but you know what? No. We enjoy it this time. Try not to work it. But yeah, if you've got any recommendations of places that would be useful, or venues that we could go to that are, not huge, just as like shows rather than like the convention side of stuff. Because again, we'll revisit that next year, I reckon. We could do a bit more of that next year, but I think just do a couple of shows this year, live ones, and go from there. Because Matt wants to do a live show, Sam wants to do a live show, I want to do one as well, so we probably should do that. Really, yeah. I'm gonna write Belfast down as well because I like Belfast for a bit of time away. The interesting thing is that I'm trying to think where we did well when we did the shows before. Hull, we did decent in Hull. And Swindon, I don't seem to respect you very much. And that's where McKinn's lives, so McKinn's could swing by. I'd say Newcastle as I like the place, but doubt you'd leave alive. Oh, I've done Newcastle loads of times. Oh, terrible finish. And yeah, like again, Newcastle, we could get a venue in Newcastle easily. And unfortunately, we would sell more tickets than we would in Sunderland. Just because of there's a slightly, that's the mentality of what it is out there. So what he said about my club, yeah, it would be full of Newcastle idiots though. That's the only problem. Which we can work around that. Duggan might be able to get, and yourself might be able to get us in touch with Comic Con. Yeah, oh yeah, that would be mint. Yeah, just you anything you've got that's interesting, or anything you know of, or any conversations for us to have, then absolutely, Jeb. More than happy with that. That'd be cool. Like, we'd appreciate anything. Just wait till we do FM cruises in a couple of years. I also have the contact of 72 football clubs at least. Well, do you know what? Again, let's maybe sit down and have a chat about that and just go, look, do we approach 72 football clubs to run some events, comedy events? I'm thinking. I've thought about it before, and just go like, look, let's see what we've got and try and put some stuff on, and then rotate live shows and all that sort of stuff. Let's try and book a call. I'm probably, well, next week's a bit chocker at work, but I suppose wait until the playoffs are finished for you. Really, I suppose. The fish tomorrow. Of course, yeah, it's just the non-league, isn't it? Yeah. All right. In that case, let's try and have a call at some point next week. Yeah. Maybe I'll ring it. Yeah, I'll ring it at some point this week. We'll have a chat. We'll sort something out. Next week's a bit chocker at work, says the man discussing a 40-day UK tour. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say once I've got that tour sorted, I'm fine. Yeah, no, I'm delivering a new course next week that I'm delivering the pilot for. So I'm like, oh, little bit of pressure on TJ. Paddy Bond gone. Double O heaven. What a finish! First ever goal for Darlow. On as a sub. Critchlow down the wing. Coulson tees it up. How's he scored a header from there? No idea. I've got no idea how that's gone in, George. Genuinely. Hemel Hempstead have got an interesting badge. What have Hemel Hempstead done? Hempstead FC. Didn't they play? They played against Slough, didn't they, last year when we were there? There is. I remember the badge now. Yes, it's old. It's what's his face? It's old Henry VIII, isn't it? Yeah. What did you say, Frey Bentos? Oh, do you know what? Yeah, that's brilliant for the function room. Yeah. Oh, we can see it in the last minute. Oh, great. So while that's going in, I'm looking at a statue of a bloke with his little fella out. It's been sent to me, by the way. I'm not just googling images of, like, old art. In hell at the back post. Easy material to start the set with. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, didn't realize you allowed your cocks out round here. Eh? Away we go. Yeah, all right. Yeah, 2-1 defeat. That's fine. We lost to Dulwich last time, so that's okay. Yeah. Bindley suffered a strained wrist. We're talking about damage to places. 2 weeks out. Oh dear. Right. Did we get the Yeah, we are over budget for wages, and we could do with some fresh faces. We could do with a centre midfielder now, couldn't we? Toby Chilvers. Toby Chilvers, at your service. Right, so let's take that off. Right, do a new one. So midfield, just for loan. Okay, and then another one for centre back again, just for loan. See what we've got. Even and Benny, how are you, buddy? Yeah, so players now leaving who've been on trial, so we're not going to be able to get them. That's fine. Which unfortunately means we probably can't get this Shane Turner. And he doesn't look bad. Apart from that jumping reach is dreadful. Bravery 19, though, he's chucking his head in where people aren't putting their feet. Likes big matches. Potential League One midfield centre back. Leading League One centre back as well. Michael O'Doherty. A bit fickle, apparently. How much does he want? We can't afford it, but how much does he want? He only wants £1,000 as well. We can't afford it. Oh no. Oh. Come on, can someone leave the club, please? And I mean, Jennings is on a pay as you play. Technically, he's not costing us anything. Reece Williams, he's unambitious. I don't know. I think we might just have to try and ride it out and lose some players at the end of the season. And it might be a case of see if we can get anyone in on loan just to cover for a bit. Jameson questions motivation. I don't think so. I didn't think I did. I don't know, I just clicked all the buttons, didn't I? Right. So injuries to the right back. That's not good. Just thought as well, we're not going to be able to do all of these show dates on weekends because that's going to really interfere with my my season ticket that I have to buy for York and parenting. So yeah, I have to revisit that one a little bit. Evening FM with John. How are we, buddy? Welcome in. Welcome in. Ace Gaming. What we got there? Had an insane season in the Japanese Women's League. Had 9-point lead with 4 games to go. Massive slump. With 1 to go, we led by 2 points. Last game was second in the league. 15 minutes. 2-0 down away from home. Thought it was over. Finished 4-2. Won the club's first title. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what it's all about, right? That's storylines right there. Yeah, all very good. All very good, thank you. Very good indeed. So, need a market. We could probably go 4-3-3 actually. Let's go a bit more attacking. There you go. That should work this time. Evening, Noah. Appreciate the follow. Very, very kind. Welcome in. Good to see you. I should do online mode with the chat. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. Deflected. Oh, cleared away. You've just downloaded a new skin. Feels like FM's come alive again. You know what? We were talking about this on the podcast for next week's episode. So we've already recorded next week's episode already. And the lads were saying about getting a skin done, and I was like, do you know what? I haven't even thought about it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do. Maybe I'll get a skin loaded on. I'm not sure. We'll have to think. Balston. Is FM better than career mode? Or career mode for FIFA? Yeah, like it's a completely different game. Completely different game. So it's like comparing apples and oranges. Really. It's, if you wanted a football manager game, then yes, it's absolutely better. If you wanted just like a sort of management mode, then maybe not. Mastermind, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. They are both fruits, that's true. They're both also suitable in juice form. So, yeah. I suppose it depends on what you're comparing apples and oranges for. Like, you know, if it's for throwing at people, then it's a reasonable substitute, isn't it? I'd rather wank my dog off than play FIFA career mode. Well, there you go. There you go. Just straight in there. Once you're good at FIFA, it's all game over. FM is random and screws you over. It doesn't really, though, does it? Again, FM. Once you're good at FM and you've plugged in the right tactics and you've got the wonder kids and the top players, again, it's just like you can just walk through it pretty much. You know. But I get what you mean. Ace's dog's just perked up, yeah. I think the Ace's dog buys Ace FIFA every year for his birthday, just like, Yeah, just open it up, going, oh, FIFA from the dog again. Great. All right, come here then. All right. What a surprise. What's my save? My save's an absolute mess, is what it is. My save is well, I don't know what it is really. With Darlington, we were in the National League North. That's where we started 10 years ago. We were there for 8 years. Then we got promoted to the National League. We've been here for a season and a half now. What is it? I don't know. I'll tell you what it is. It's the greatest save on Twitch is what it is. Yeah, no save comes close to this. We've had thrill, spills, not quite kills yet. We've definitely had Saturday dog wanking. Yeah, loads of sports on ice yesterday was the thing. Oh yeah, we got promoted once. That was a good day. But mainly we finished 12th. That sort of seems to be the way we do it. I thought we were Darwin. I mean, you know what? If we were, I'd be questioning evolution. Andy Jones gets another one. But yeah, no. Also, NHM feels like something that Generation Z would write, or Gen Z would write. I've just called them Generation Z. Gen Z would write in a WhatsApp. Almost be ashamed to see him in the Championship with the Premier League in the future. This save is perfect. Agreed, Ace. I think once we get in the Football League, I suggest we leave. If you were saying you'd be arguing with AI instead of playing Football Manager, we could do that. We could do that as well. You're currently playing as Darwin in Tier 8. Ah, there you go. I mean, if we were in Tier 8, honestly, it wouldn't even be worth it. It would be it'd be FM 29. We might be in the Football League by that point. And ball ref. Surely you can't claim that's ball to hand. And then tomorrow night, so we do Monday, Friday, Saturday, Football Manager. Sundays we do Total Extreme Wrestling with the BSW, which is the Backseat Wrestling Federation, and we're booking the Sunday Slam, which is our monthly show, we should say. So Sunday Slam 3 and 4 tomorrow. So that should be good. Jones goes close again. Belston, Jones, Colston, Hendo, Ablett. At least TW should run a bit faster this week. Yeah, it should do, to be honest. I think we got through it much quicker, didn't we? Last week, once we took everything out of it. Yeah, we'll see where we go from that and see what happens next. But yeah, we're starting to work around and see what can happen and see what can be done with it. Appreciate that. Thank you, Ruscio. It's I took the advice. I took the advice from our learned friends. You know what you love about FM is how supportive the community is. Ooh, right, John, are you new? It wasn't very supportive at the start of the year. It was toxic at the start of the year. But yes, no, it's nice that people jump in and enjoy people's saves. It's nice that we've got a space over here where we're not just being pressured to win all the time. And we've got a group of people in a core community here that love the longer term saves. And, oh, you're 1 month in. Oh, that case, yeah, right. Right. Don't just, you know what? Yeah. Just believe it's all fine. Just believe it's all fine. It is. It's better now, but oh God, yeah. Yeah. 6 months ago, this place was a bin fire. But you're fine now. You're all right now. Yeah, like there's definitely certain areas of the community where some people want saves where it's like wham bam, get it done. Every match has to be super awesome win tactic, buy all the wonder kids, that sort of thing. And then the space is here now, which is what we're able to do. We've curated a lovely community that just is happy to watch me struggle and just be invested in a realistic save. So yeah, we're very much the chilled side of stuff. We barely talk FM, to be honest. That's probably why we're happy. and we also don't really talk about football either, because again, it's all just a bit partisan and a bit like just gets a bit daft on it, really. People take it all a little bit too seriously, including myself, and I stoke things up every now and again as well. And yeah, so instead we just start talking about all manner of nonsense and suggest that various celebrities have killed various people and wanking off dogs and what is the best sport and UFOs and yeah, just all the usual stuff that people really like. There was a comment on this week's podcast that was beautiful. I've said it to everyone who was here last night. So if you weren't here last night and you haven't seen the comments, the comment says, if you've come for the watching the podcast, fast forward to 20 minutes if you want Football Manager chat. To which someone had responded in the comments going, no one's here for Football Manager chat. And I was like, that's beautiful. That's what we want. We want our audience self-policing going, we get it. Like, nobody can keep talking about Football Manager exclusively for as long as some people want without going, do you not just hate yourself a little bit? Like, is there not more things in life than that? So, which is fine, and if that's what some people are into, fine, cool, that's your bag, great. But there is a lot more. There's a lot more outside of that initial sphere. So, excuse me. But yeah, if that's your kind of vibe, that's your kind of stream, then John, pull yourself up a chair. You'll learn nothing here, genuinely. We're going to want FM chat when Sam Adjo's on a random rant. On the podcast. That's why we brought Sai in. Sai's able to keep us pretty much on track, because it's like, well, he'll be able to talk about it. He knows what's going on in the background. I'm just having my own game. So the VOD from the start of last night was fun. We worked out all sports are better on ice except for the horsey ones. We need a guide to a TJ stream leaflet being made. Yeah, like let's try and get like a sort of, even if we run it through AI or something. This is what needs to be done. Yeah, I'm busy booking a tour, so I can't. So if someone else wants to take over, they're more than welcome. Like an e-guide, yeah, like a pamphlet. We need to sort the law section of Discord. Yes, we do. I don't even know where we begin with that. Like, there's just too much to try and 5 years worth of nonsense to distill into one thing. Am I keeping up with the running? Well, do you know what? Yes, I'm back now, Ace. So I tweaked my knee on one of my last sort of like tempo runs before the Sheffield half marathon, and because Sheffield is hilly, I was like, well, do you know what? And it's an hour drive to get there. I was like, it's probably not a good idea to try and risk it. So I ended up bailing out the Sheffield half, which I was gutted about, to be honest. T-jisms. We can call it that, yeah. That probably should say TJ-isms, but I've read it as T-jisms. And again, that also works. So fortunately, I've been out of action for about 6 weeks from running. And I got back playing football, which was good, but I laid the football off so I didn't get injured leading into it. And then I was like, right, fine. And I ran yesterday. Was it yesterday? Or was it? I think it was yesterday, wasn't it? Oh, no, it was Thursday. Thursday I ran. And my first pain-free run in 6 weeks. So I was happy. I had a bit of strapping on it though, so I was like, maybe it's that. But we'll get back. Penalty ref, come on. We'll get back into it. We'll go like little non-silly stuff like 7s, 8s, 9s or whatever. No more than 10k this month, I reckon, per run. If I get 10, I'll be surprised. But yeah, I've got Great North Run in September. Oh shit, I need to put that down as well for dates we can't do. And then the York 10Ks in August as well. So I'll do them. But yeah, I've not ran marathons, John. No, I've half is the longest I've gone. And I just find running a bit shit, a bit shit and a bit boring. If I'm honest, I prefer CrossFit. I prefer weightlifting. But yeah, this is just something that we're doing for now as well. I got back into playing football, which was good. 5-a-side, 6-a-side, 7-a-side, with the dads. So slowly getting my touch back, slowly getting the dexterity in my feet, reaction speeds and all that. That's slowly coming back. But yeah, we're a good 20 years off what I used to be. So I'll never be back to what I used to be. But I'm enjoying it. That's the main thing, right? Yeah. No, I don't worry at all. Yeah, I don't think I could be bothered with a full marathon, to be honest. Like I'll end up doing one at some point. I have a feeling I'll end up doing one at one point. But it just feels like a long time to be out the house for no actual benefit. It's like kind of running for like 4.5, 5 hours, and just for why? Why? A cheeky half, yeah, like a couple of hours is all right. Like I can just about get into that now and go, that's fine. That's definitely long enough. But and like I thought like 10s was just like reasonable, but have we decided on anything for FM Fest, or have I missed it? I mean, we've limited it down now to about 6 venues or 6 cities. It's a tour now, is what it is. Yeah, that's the problem. Is the time on feet that people don't like. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's the main problem with running, isn't it? It's the running aspect of it. Yeah, I'm not bothered about being on my feet. It's just that I just like with weightlifting, there's a tangible thing. Like you can see, like the heavy thing goes up, right? Or the heavy thing gets squatted and then pushed back up again. That's good. But just running around for a bit, it's just like, because essentially you've got to run. I mean, like the Great North Run, for example, right? I've got to drive to it, and then what I do is I start somewhere, and then I run 2 hours away somewhere else. And it's not even places that I want to be. So I don't really know why. I'm paying for the privilege as well. Actually, I'm fundraising for that one. I need to put the link in and start fundraising for that properly. We need to raise some money for Calm. And now I'm just like, well, why would I want to do 5 hours. It's like golf, isn't it? Golf's just a walk ruined by having to hit a ball about for a little bit and talk to other dads wearing bad clothes. Yeah, and you know what, Ace? When you're talking to people at the start, they go, "Oh, this is mint," and you're like, "You're an 85-year-old dressed as a fucking badger." Like, I'm not getting overtaken by you. Don't start slagging golf. Are you a golfsman, Rouge? Are you? Interesting. I've been asked to start learning golf for work because they want to send me out to do networking things. When you retire about 40 years, you're taking it up. Oh, right. That's fine then if it's going to be a case of you're doing it in the future, right? No, he's got to get out here, Jebaru, right? If it's to take it up when he retires, that's absolutely fine. I thought he was an active golfsman. Yeah, watching paint dry is more exciting. Oh, agreed. I would rather take part in the toenail clipping championships. It's my retirement plan for when I'm 75. Yeah, like again, I don't see. It goes back to yesterday, doesn't it? It goes back to yesterday when we're talking about what makes a good sport, and it's like it has to be something that's skillful and has some element of excitement. And I understand that there's a skill element to golf in terms of like concentration, because let's face it, you probably hate your life. You know, you certainly hate everything at home. That's why you're out on a golf course for 5 hours, right? You know, so how can you lock off all the thoughts where you're thinking about, you know, ending it all, right? Just to hit a little ball around and tell your mate you hit the ball less than he did. So, and then it can't be sport because you're wearing trousers. It's not sport, is it? It's pastime. Active golfsman said like active shooter. Yeah. Do you know what? And also just as unwelcome in a crowd, Jebaru. And a golfsman has been radicalized. Because if you play golf, you end up walking around looking like a golfsman as well. Do you know what I mean? Walking around in like Under Armour tops. Do you know, really? A second golfsman has hit the chat. Yeah. Yeah. And they all, oh, I've got wood. Like, no, grow up. Yeah. I got a birdie on a par 3. Yeah, hit that 8 times much further than your overall. Yeah, and they're talking stupid things as well. Yeah, I got a birdie on a par 3. Like, why are you talking in code? What you need to do is you just go, right, do you know what? Right. Oh, how was that whole? Oh, I've wasted this amount of my day by just twatting a ball about. All of this golf chat sending you to sleep. I mean, don't blame me. Blame golf. Blame golf. And generally looking like a cunt. Yeah, exactly. Sarah second golfsman has ruined the walk. Do you know people who do golf? They're the ones who go on like, I say it. They're the ones who go on Thomas Skinner's mental health walk. I've said it. Yeah. Blame the person who started the golf thing, or just the idea of golf. Twatting a ball about could describe a lot of sports. It does. Oh, you don't twat a snooker ball, do you? You caress a snooker ball, which again is just like it's pointless as well, isn't it? And you say the same about football. I do say the same about football. Football is also pointless. That's why we don't talk about it around here, because it's just like, it's just a bit crap, isn't it, really, when you think about it? People care too much. Oh, you blame the person who started the golf chat. That's me, Danny. That's me. I take the blame. Same as the people in certain towns who go shopping in hiking gear with a backpack for 6 bananas and some veg, then go home. Yeah. I think what we're doing now is we're saying that basically there's some twats in the world, and we just need to avoid them. But we can tell they're easy to avoid, aren't they? They're visible. That's the thing. Glad I only buy 4 bananas. You know, the sort of people that do Tough Mudder. Oh, it's such a physical challenge. It's not, though, is it? So, white people fitness. Yeah. High Rocks. High Rocks is CrossFit for people who can't lift weights. Yeah. Part-time Tough Mudder, full-time banging on about it. TJ criticising golf when last night he used the phrase growth mindset. It's true. I did. I did. I'm just waiting until I pull out my my Titleist visor for this for next week's stream. I'll start doing Golf Manager. Oh, do you know what? Maybe I could do Mindset Manager. That would be quite good. Yeah. I did have a joke, didn't I, about Office Manager. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe we start devising that game. Do that as part of the Patreon. Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's right, on Patreon. Yeah. I know we've got Sunday League Gaffer, but maybe we'll create a new game. We'll do Office Manager, and it can be things like, strategical planning, and High Rocks isn't hard. It's not hard. To do it it depends on what time you're trying to do it, isn't it? I suppose, really. Also, some of the standards and the judges are iffy. So if you get a judge who doesn't really, check your wall ball depth, then that's really easy. And the wall balls are lighter than CrossFit. The sled's not particularly heavy. And the erg equipment's great. It's more just about the fact that it's more just a running race, isn't it? So if you can run 8K, it's the sprinting bit in the runs. That's the bit. Pro weights. What do you mean? Sorry, John. It's not the sled's not very heavy. Don't forget that baby throwing sport you're trying to get in the Winter Olympics. Yeah, I did. I threw. Yeah, and cat throwing. We got that as well, didn't we? Mm. Mm. Actually, what is the weight of the sled in the in High Rocks? I don't think it's that. Sled weight High Rocks. What's the competition standard? So is that 202 for the men? Yeah, 202 is fine. Yeah. On a sled, it's not. Mm. Mm. Yeah, but even at its heaviest, it's not heavy. That's the thing. It's like it's certainly manageable. The wall ball's really 6 kilos. Like, that's women's wall ball weights in CrossFit. I think women got 3 kilos. I think in High Rocks, 6 kilos for men. Then the top weight for the sled's 202, which is fine. It's not insurmountable. I'm managing to just ignore the fact that we're winning a football match as well. We're up to 10th somehow. We're only 6 points off the top. Not for a push, it's not. Not for a push. For a pull, it's heavy. Yeah, if you can, once you get into the 200 kilo deadlift territory, that's heavy. But pushing it isn't that heavy. Oh. There's people who say high rocks is hard who haven't tried to get multiple kids ready for school in the morning. Do you know what? That's it. Yeah. Long division is hard. Hmm. Having an accurate conversation about economics, that's difficult. What's my half marathon PB? Oh, it's not very good. It's like about 2 hours 20, I think, 2 hours 15. I want to get under 2 hours for the Great North. So it's better than not having one, but it's still not great. And I'm aware that there'll be now people in the chat going, "Fucking hell, TJ, 2 hours 20 is more than fine." It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. I would like to say I would like to be under 2 hours. But as someone who's, currently weighs over 100 kilos, that's enough as well. That's more than enough to be running for a couple of hours. People who run long distance tend to only weigh about 14 kilos. Want to moonwalk, son. Life's a shit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've all got dreams. We've all got dreams. There you are. Say 128. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. That's why you find pushing the sled and high rocks difficult. That's all my wheelhouse. The running bit's not so much my wheelhouse. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is though, my deadlift's 200 kilos, so my back squat's 160 kilos, so that's why the 200 kilos is fine. The running bit, not so fine, not so fine. I used to be able to run relatively fast, but that was, I was probably what 400, 100, 400 was my distances at school, but yeah. Yeah, mass moves mass. That's the thing. Yeah. Deadlift 150, back squats 90. That's good. That's awesome. Do you know what I mean? Anything, like anything, I know I take the piss, but literally anything is good. Whatever anyone can do is good. Yeah? Because it's much better than doing none of it. Yeah? So that's all it is. Like, whatever it is, if you're running PB is like 8 hours, cool. Mint. Brilliant. Well done. If you can swim 5 meters, good. Well done. That's awesome as well. If you're doing Ironmans and triathlons, class. Well done. It's better than not doing anything. Clayton says, my in-laws are doing the 50k ultra run in the Blue Mountains next weekend for the 3rd year in a row in their 50s. I mean 50's not that old, really. He says it's a 46-year-old. I did the city to surf in Bondi a few years ago, and that was hard enough. Again, awesome. People can do amazing things. People can do amazing things. It's not as shite. Well, look, right. How heavy are you, John? Here's the question. Just before we jump out, right? Because 150 squat, so 150 deadlift is fine. If you're not 100 kilos, then you're lifting more than double your body weight, just about. So if you can lift twice your body weight, that's not shit. If you can back squat your body weight, that's not shit. So 77 kilos, there you go. Yeah. So you're literally deadlifting twice your body weight and squatting over your body weight. That's not shit. That's not shit. That's more than acceptable. You can turn up to any gym and do that and fine. Absolutely fine. So give yourself some credit for that. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. TJ being all inspirational. You know, that's my motivational podcast talking. Where are we? 12th, of course we are. Of course we're 12th. Of course we're 12th. Even when we're 10th and 6 points behind the leaders, we're now 12th and 10 points behind. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. It's just 12th all the time, isn't it, really? We're literally never going to move. But that 414 looks a little bit better than I don't know, than losing constantly. Fun as always. Appreciate you all being in. It's always a pleasure having you. I think we should definitely reconvene tomorrow night for some Total Extreme Wrestling. And yeah, before we do that though, shall we go and see Callum? Should we go and see Callum? He's in the FA Cup. Go and show him some love. Thank you as always for tonight. You've been awesome. Nice to hang out with you all. Pleasure was all mine. If I don't speak to you tomorrow, have a wonderful weekend. If I do, I'll see you for Total Extreme Wrestling. See you all tomorrow. Bye now.